Hello, my BIAFRA brothers and sisters. My Southeasterners, the Igbo people in general. Anywhere where you do, are you in local or in diaspora? I beg you need to come close. Make we chook mouth into this matter of insecurity where they ravage the southeastern part of the country. The so-called newly elected, or what would I call them, newly inaugurated security outfit of autopilot where they call a Biafra Legion Army. I beg you, my people, these people don't they cause a lot of havoc in our southeast. Before it was a Bubago here and there, now it is Biafra Legion Army. And they are, in other words, complicating the security architecture of the southeast. When you talk now, they will ask you, where am I when the people are killing the southeasterners and all sort of things. But listen, let me tell you the simple truth, my dear brothers and sisters. We cannot use our own hand to complicate the issues befalling our region. Because the more you keep on inaugurating some arms or under that is not even registered in the Nigerian government, my dear brothers and sisters, we keep on using our hand to complicate issues, because these same people you are inaugurating will also be used to turn against their own people. Because when money stops nonsense, according to this Royibo. Anyway, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, I beg you, I want us to chook mouth into the insecurity. According to the residents in the southeastern part of the country, they speak or they said, and I quote, "We live with an unending mayhem," southeast residents laments. In other words, they are gradually chasing investment from foreign partners or from foreigners or anyone, even from the north or south that want to come to the southeast to invest. They will tell you the area is not guaranteed because of all this insecurity, this and that. Anyway, that is what we are going to look into now. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here this very point in time. I beg you. Remember, you need to like or share, comment to, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos. Okay, this meeting we are going to start now. Let me call it a meeting. It's between the governors of the southeast, Alex Oti, governor of Abia State, and also his counterpart, where there for APC, Governor Winfuru Francis in Ebonyi State, and also Governor Hopeless, who's ordained the Supreme Court governor of Imo State, and also the Appeal Court governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, with the people's mandate of Anambra State will be Doctor, or you can call him Professor Charles Chukwuma Mbafu Soludo. These are the 5 eastern governors that come together and said they need to put an end to the insecurity that we are facing in the southeast. And I'm begging, any arm, wherever you there, whether you be Biafra Nation League, you'll be Biafra Legion Army, or you'll be ESN, you'll be ACN, you'll be autopilot and manual pilot, I beg, make on a subside, I beg, make on a take an easier, because at the end of it, at the end of the whole thing, now still the poor Biafrans will be at the receiving end. Anyway, I don't like to talk too much. We'll go read in between the lines so that every Okeke and Okafu we go hear everything the way it's supposed to be. This message is coming to you from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, and the broadcaster is Amandianeze. As governors, other leaders brainstorm on way forward. Nnamdi Kanu's release is vital for the peace in the region. Igbo leaders lament that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is due to take the bull by the horn. Southeast governors resolve to work together to tackle the insecurity that we are facing today. We must stop attacking, undermining each other. This one is coming from Okonjo Iweala. No development without security. The greatest essential threat for the zone is insecurity. That is what we're hearing. Obi of Onisha says this: we have nothing to do with the Biafra Liberation Army or government in exile. They are Ekpa's men. Hyperbolament by Anaya Okode Silva and Chinonso Alozie and Emmanuel Ihejika. Anyway, in spite of the appreciable efforts of security operatives to tackle the devastating insecurity crisis in the southeast region, the criminals terrorizing the zone are still on the prowl, attacking, killing, and kidnapping the people. Residents of the region continue to live in fear of the ugly, blood-letting going on in the area, being perpetrated by criminals who on daily basis rampage the entire region to frustrate social and economic life of the people that occupy those areas. Although the illegal Monday sit at home orchestrated by Finland-based Simon Ekpa is being deflected, killing and kidnapping and other criminal acts still go on regularly in Enugu State. Sanity is yet to return to the busy Enugu OP Nsoka Road as kidnappers still operate with impunity on the Ugwokwe OP stretch of the road, even when the people thought that calm had returned to the Enugu Port Harcourt and the Ozala road. Tragedy struck recently when two mobile policemen were murdered in an ambush while on a security patrol. One of them was lucky as he survived with bullet injuries during the attack. The slain officers were identified as Danjuma Joseph, Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP, and Inspector Abu Elemaje, while Udemenge sustained injuries but it have been taken care of. Anyway, as we proceed, penultimate week in Abia State, 3 members of the Biafran National Guard were killed when soldiers from the 14th Brigade Nigerian Army Ohafia raided their camp in a forest located between Ohafia and Arochukwu, saying they acted based on credible intelligence that the group had operational base in the forest. A vehicle bearing the inscription of their name and some dangerous weapons said to have been recovered from them were displayed by the so-called soldiers. Providing details of what transpired in the 14th Brigade Army in a Nigerian Army in a statement, said that weapons including AK-47 and locally made rocket launcher were recovered. Troops of the Nigerian Army have made major success in an operation that was carried out at Iboro Forest, a boundary between Ohafia and Arochukwu in Abia State. Then what happened to Sambisa Forest? The operation was conducted by 14th Brigade Nigerian Army in the early hours of Monday, 18 September 2023. On arrival at the general area based on credible, timely, and reliable information, troops made contact with the Biafran National Guard, an affiliate of the indigenous people of Biafra, and they bowed to troops, superior power, and the heavy firepower. Hence, 3 of their members were neutralized, while unconfirmed number escaped with varying degrees of gunshot wounds. Into the news, the gun battle lasted for some minutes with the self-acclaimed Biafran National Guard. The gallant Nigerian Army troops recovered the following items: the locally constructed improvised multi-barrel rocket launcher with 16 barrels mounted on the vehicle, 1 locally constructed barrel launcher, 1 locally constructed 4-barrel launcher with tripod, 6 locally constructed rocket launcher, AK-47, and other explosive devices being recovered from the Biafran Nations League. Others include 1 Baofeng radio, 2 cutlasses, 1 jackknife, 5 fragmented jackets, military uniforms, and boots, 1 vehicle jack, code of conduct, an Android phone, and assorted other things. Recently, a chieftain of the Labour Party, community leader in Ituru, was killed and beheaded by yet to be fished out hoodlums in the area. The situation in neighboring Imo State is worse. Of the 3 senatorial zones of the state, only Owerri zone can be said to be relatively calm security-wise. Olo zone is the epicenter of the security crisis in the region. Some communities in also Olo and Ogota council areas have been deserted due to incessant attacks by hoodlums who would kill and set homes ablaze. Few days ago, yet to be identified gunmen killed 5 security officers at Umezala, Owerri, in a Hime Mbano local government council area. The action of the hoodlums to provoke security operatives to invade the community. Shops and other business concerns were destroyed by the angry security men. Is that supposed to be so? Did any of our politicians condemn that? They will not condemn it. A resident of the community said, they burnt our shops. They destroyed the Ehimemba no guest house. We have run away. We have abandoned our homes. Some of us are now in the bushes. We are afraid. we can't come back home. Our people have lost millions in their properties destroyed. We are in pains now. Let the world come and see what we are passing through. Who indeed are behind the security crisis in the region? That is the question that left for all our representatives at the federal level to answer. For close to 3 years that the Southeast has been engulfed by insecurity, it is not clear that those who are behind it. Security agencies have been pointing accusing fingers at IPOB, who in turn denied any involvement and also accused security agencies of just killing Igbo youths and labeling them IPOB members. This back and forth has continued, but the Southeast governors has exonerated IPOB from the security crisis. They blame Simon Ekpa and his autopilot group for the ugly situation. They noted the need for the federal government or the federal government to activate diplomatic engagement to bring Ekpa to book, according to the news. Group emerged to claim responsibility. But while this blame game lingers, a group emerged recently to claim responsibility for security crisis in the region. They also claim to be behind the recent killings of security operatives in Ehime and threaten to unleash more mayhem in Igbo land against their own people. Can you see this? Anyway, if you check very well, you find out that these are intruders in our land. In training videos, the group identified themselves as Biafran Revolution Army, BRA, saying they run what they called unknown government. Their leader, who spoke in the videos dressed in complete military fatigue, was identified as Igwe Obata Obie, the supreme leader of Okigwe land. His real name was not mentioned at all. He called out the Southeast governors, naming specifically the Imo State governor as being those who caused them to take arms against Igbo land and threatened to continue until the governors do the needful. They know what to do. The group did not say, however, what actually their grudge is with the governors, except in one of the videos where the leader said that one Ikonso, whom he called his boss, was killed by security operatives and vowed to revenge. Enforcers of sit at home behind attacks in Imo and villagers. Rural dwellers in Imo State, however, strongly believe that enforcers of Ekpa's illegal sit at home are responsible for the bloodletting in the state. Some of the villagers spoke in the reaction to the killing of a security man in a Ehime local government area of the state. They based their claim on the warnings and comments of the attackers on their video that went viral. An indigene of Ehime who gave his name as Kenneth Madoka linked the latest attack to the 3-week curfew declared by those who insisted that the residents of the Southeast must sit at home in the morning hours for 21 good days. He called that the unidentified gunmen and had previously stormed the Uriago market houses where the security men were killed to warn indigents of the community to obey the 1-week sit at home which they had declared then. According to Madoka, the people have always said they are enforcing sit at home. Sometimes they will be shouting, obey the sit at home or you die. We are now living in fear in our own community. We have nothing to do with Biafra Liberation Army or government in exile. IPOB said that. Distancing themselves from the group that claimed to be behind the security crisis, IPOB said, IPOB has nothing to do with the so-called Biafran Liberation Army and or a government in exile. IPOB is a global peaceful movement of millions of people who are fighting for the restoration of Biafra. We are not a government and we do not have an army. Nor do we have a government body anywhere in the world. The leader of IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have remained peaceful and have never turned to armed struggle. IPOB demand from the government or from the Nigerian government is a dialogue and agreement on the Biafra referendum date, not war, according to the IPOB that desist from it. The sponsored criminals seen parading in Biafra Liberation Army are the double agents working for Mazi Simon Ekperima against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB struggle. They just want to sabotage the whole struggle so far. These criminals in the so-called Liberation Army and the Fulani terrorists are behind most of the kidnapping, car snatching, and organ harvesting in our territory. They have killed and collected organs of many Biafrans who identify them as non-IPOB members. These criminals are the ones enforcing the infamous sit-at-home imposed by the DSS agents in Finland. They are not IPOB members or ESN operatives at all and have no link to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a more powerful disposed man, or a more powerless disposed man explained. Southeast governor leaders resolve to tackle insecurity collectively. In a well-attended gathering in Owerri, Christ End, Southeast Security and Economic Summit, Igbo political, economic, and traditional leaders unanimously admitted that the entire region is under serious security threat, which can only be tackled with a sincere collective effort, and noted that without tackling the menace, no economic or political progress will be achieved in Igbo land as we proceed. We should stop attacking, undermining each other, according to Okonjo Iweala Ngozi. That is a part of the reason why we are here. Addressing the summit, virtually the Director General of World Trade Organization, a well-respected global voice, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, advised the leaders, particularly the governors, to work together and desist from undermining each other in order to make progress in whatever they are doing. This is an extraordinary gathering while coming together to consider the economic and the social development of the region. I will say it is about time. Nigeria is facing a lot of crises and at the same time changing rapidly. If the initiative of this gathering succeeds and achieves results, then it will be a start of enjoyment to improving the lives of our people in Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, Abia State, and also Imo, precisely. The zone has the potential to become a place of good governance. The Directed Southeast will make our young men and women become part of the team of the digitizing world. Back home, we must fully own up to our problems while looking at the main available solutions. The Southeast has so many talents and opportunities. I think they can plan how to explore them in all to the benefit of the region and its people, she said. Insecurity is a big challenge in the southeastern region. On the challenges, I'm sure you want to mention the gaps in infrastructure. Yes, that is the challenge, and we have come to that. And I don't think it is our biggest challenge. Our biggest challenge in the southeast is itself. We have often been our own worst enemies. We have allowed ourselves to be divided. We have lost focus. We have lost sight of our biggest community assets. We are fragmented as a people. We don't support each other. Instead, we attack and undermine each other. We are too individualistic, according to Okonjo Ngozi Iweala. An individual can be good but not better than when we come together as a body. But there is a bright side to this challenge. The big problem are us, and it means that the solution lies in our hands. If we can build a sense of common purpose and the coalition, we can solve any problem. We have to do that through joint leadership, as you are taking this right step today. Our other big challenge is security. Insecurity in our region is sending the wrong signal that no one can invest in the southeast. The lesson is clear. We can't develop without security. To sustain development is possible, but the sit-at-home is one of the problems. And to move forward, we have to solve the issue of insecurity, Okonjo Iweala stressed. We will work together to tackle insecurity. Southeast governors speak this in their submissions. The governors individually make firm promises to commit to genuine tackling of the insecurity that has destroyed the social and economic life of their people. They admitted that the time has come for them to do something concerning it. Come for them to work together for the good of the region. However, the coming weeks and months will tell how serious they are. And we are looking forward to see them do something tangible and meaningful to the southeastern part of the country who have been living in fear for over 3 years now. And I can tell you the simple truth. What brought insecurity in the southeast is the emergence of Hope Uzodinjo, because a lot of people do not agree with him. That's something that is going to happen to Nigeria as I'm talking to you now, because nobody supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The insecurity will be high. No trust from people. You are not holding the people's mandate. You stole it. by force and said, I must rule by fire, by force. That's exactly what Hope Uzodinjo did. And that's why they keep calling him a Supreme Court governor. Anyway, my wonderful people, I don't have more to tell you, but at least with the little points I'll be able to point out from this very broadcast, it's going to understand that in that Southeast, what we need is a collective effort so that we can move mountains. And as we do this, may the God Almighty, the Chukwu continue blessing us and empowering us in all ramifications. Remember, a word is enough for a wise. As we do this, may the good Lord continue to strengthen us and guide us through. Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Like, share, comment, and make sure you share this message. Subscribe to my channel for a better experience as we proceed. Have a nice day. I'll be right back again with another blockbuster. I still remain your faithfully, your one and only Okute Daily Talk from the platform of Okute, and I am the broadcaster, Amandia Neze Okute. Bye for now. Kemesian.